I'm reinventing myself. I'm me and nobody else. Ooh, I can't help but smile.
Hey there everybody, it's Marco here again with another one for you. I hope you're all well. Well, if you didn't guess from the title, this one is about on-camera monitors. Now, these are ideally suited to put on a camera because they're so small, but you don't have to, of course, although that is what they're designed for. Here in my right hand, I've got my old Portkeys monitor, and here in my left hand, I've got the Shimbol M5. Now, the Portkeys monitor is a 5-inch monitor that I bought to replace my old FeelWorld monitor. I've had this for a few years already. So the FeelWorld monitor was a 7-inch and it just crapped out on me one day. The screen went black and I had to throw it in the bin. This guy here has been very reliable. I've been actually very happy with this Portkeys monitor. So you've seen this in a recent video where I was talking about this. This is a wireless system from Shimbol. Shimbol themselves actually sent me this so I could review it, but distributors for Shimbol, they asked me if I'd be interested in looking at the Shimbol M5 monitor. There are some distinct differences between the two of these. This is twice as bright, probably, well, actually a little bit more than twice as bright, probably why they didn't include a hood. They should have probably included a hood. A bit of an omission here, even though this is quite a bit brighter and easier to see outdoors. So the distributor PhotoPal asked me to mention how well the wireless system from Shimbol works with the M5 monitor. And they do work very well together, look at that. I'm driving two monitors with the same receiver, which is super, super cool. It's the first time I'm doing this, and I'm glad to report it works well. Well, one downside of these monitors is that out of the box, their color isn't very good. This has a heavy magenta shift to it. I've reset this to the factory settings just so you can see how magenta it actually is. I don't know how well that translates to you watching at home. This monitor here has a heavy green shift to it. Don't adjust this if you want everyone to look like the Hulk or an Orion or a Gorn. But I do recommend that you go into the RGB offset and do like a -3 on the green or something like that. So I do recommend that you do a bit of a calibration to sort of make sure that this is matching what you're seeing from your camera. That is one of the negatives of this monitor, but there are very few. That's probably really the only one, apart from the fact I really wish that they had provided a hood with this monitor. If I'm gushing about this monitor over this one here, don't think it's because this was sent to me free, which it was. All opinions in this video are my own, and I certainly would not sacrifice the credibility of this channel by saying something that wasn't true. Now, the cool thing about the Amazon distributor that did send this to me, PhotoPal, I'll leave their link in the description of this video. They provide a battery with this monitor as well as a charger, and you also get the mount for the camera to the monitor. The mount is from Lite. It's a very heavy-duty mount right here, beautifully made, comparable to the one that's actually included with the Portkeys, but the one that comes with Portkeys is actually a Portkeys mount made by Portkeys. Shimbol was so good to provide a screen protector with this monitor when you buy it. You get this really nice case with it, as well as a couple cables. I would have preferred that they omit that screen protector if they had thrown in a hood instead, but that's what they chose to do. When I was doing the test of the wireless system, the hood was invaluable outside, and regardless of how much brighter this is than this, I think that the inclusion of a hood would have been amazing. The Portkeys monitor also comes with a case, although I do prefer the Portkeys case over this one. It's much smaller as well, of course, because the Portkeys monitor is actually ½ an inch smaller than this one. It is nice having a larger monitor, and the sacrifice having to carry a slightly bigger case because it's a bigger monitor is fine by me. One downside of this case is the fact that it's one of these fabric semi-hard cases, which gets a little bit dirty after a while if you're not careful. And the Portkeys monitor is a black hard case. Maybe not as nice looking, but more practical than this one here. This guy here does get my seal of approval. It's very easy to use. The menu system is very similar to the one in the Portkeys. Super, super simple. You do have a lot of physical controls on it, which is really nice. This is quite an upgrade over this guy here. This has a full aluminum housing. This is 1/2 inch larger a display. This in every sense is more modern than this, but then again, this is also a few years older as well. I'm ditching my Portkeys monitor, and this is going to be my new full-time on-camera monitor, and the one that I keep here just beside me. I don't want to bother you guys too much, but I do want to mention that 95% of you who come to watch these videos aren't subscribed. I would appreciate if you guys would do so. I've been running this channel for a while, probably 5 years now. I'm still under 2,000 subscribers. So maybe I haven't mentioned this enough, but I would love if you guys would subscribe when you come visit. And hopefully you guys got something out of this one. If you did, please consider leaving me a thumbs up. If not, that's okay too. And until next time, keep working to make your chosen idea a reality. Peace.